Hey friends, it's Lindsay with Well Within Studio. I want to do a card reading for you today, and whatever else wants to come up from Spirit will be shared. Let's see. Okay, get some sage. Taking a deep breath in, exhaling out through the nose or the mouth. I'm going to take 2 more deep breaths in through the nose or out through the mouth, whatever feels best. Great. I've got a couple decks here today we'll pull from. So this message is for you when you find it. If you want to take a moment to check in, see what kind of questions or guidance you may have or want from Spirit. Thank you, angels, guides, ancestors. Hope you guys are having a great day. It's a beautiful day here in Virginia. Fall weather. It's gorgeous. Sunny. Thank you, Spirit. This message is for the collective. Asking for guidance, clarity. Thank you. Cutting the deck. And we'll pull the top card. Pull another card from this deck. This card is the crumbling. What are you clinging onto? Okay, pull one more card. Thank you, Spirit, for residing over this reading. Giving guidance to those that are listening and that are present for this reading. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck. Choose the card on top. Okay. Oh, we pulled the blue flame again. We pulled this card on our last reading. So I would say this is an important card to look at, and we will pull 3 cards from a playing card deck here just to give me a little bit more information about these 2 cards. So the 2 cards, the crumbling, what are you clinging onto? And the blue flame is spontaneous awakening, activation, and integration time. Shuffling these cards, Spirit. We had like some clarity on the cards that we chose here for the collective. Anyone that is watching this video for their highest timeline. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Okay. So I've pulled the Jack of Hearts, the 5 of Clubs, and the 9 of Hearts. Okay, so we're moving from what the Jack represents, like a young friend, lover. We're moving from something or someone that's emotional, but empathetic, friendly. This could be a son or daughter, so it could be a child. And then in our current space, we are in the growth process with 5 of Clubs, which is our work, progress, business, things like that, and moving into our future with the 9 of Hearts. The 9 is pushing for the victory. We're getting ready to come to that end, getting ready to be at 10. So we are at 9 right at the end. And with the heart card, with the suit, we have pleasure, emotions, healing, and love. So I think that's a really great card here at the end. It looks like, yeah, I'd like a little bit more information about this Jack of Hearts. Spirit, can we have a little additional information about the Jack of Hearts? Okay, getting out there. Again, on the last reading, we pulled the 8 of Hearts, which is all about getting out there, for healing, love, emotions, and pleasure. So the Jack of Hearts could represent you as somebody who's empathetic and friendly. It could represent someone you're in business with, possibly, or someone in your past, a friend or a lover, um, that is helping you to get out there. And it looks like, where we're sitting currently, our focus is really on work and business and our growth. And really, we're towards the end there in this like push for victory with the Nine of Hearts. So, and the nine can be looked at, 9 days, 9 weeks, 9 months kind of thing. So we'll keep that in mind as well. But let's read about these two cards here. So the Crumbling, which the last reading we had the card about uprooting. So this is again like, what are we clinging on to? So let's read about this. Thank you guys for being here today. I really appreciate it. Appreciate the time that you're taking, and I hope this is valuable for you. Okay, the Crumbling. There is a shift happening right now where anything inauthentic can no longer survive. Relationships, jobs, social structures, anything built on shaky ground is destined to crumble down. It's happening to bring you back home to who you truly are, both individually and to society as a whole, so you can live a life that is in alignment with who you truly are. When you're in the thick of it, it can feel like a personal attack from the universe. Have faith, because the difficult times will be your defining moments. You will be reborn in the fire. You're being called to surrender, to stop trying to hold it all together, to loosen your grip, to let the crumbling occur. It may be difficult at first, but in the end, the sooner you let go, the sooner the rebirthing will occur. What are you trying to hold together? What are you doing your best to avoid? How are you trying to pretend everything is okay? You have what it takes to allow what is falling away to crumble and fall. Once the tower has crumbled, you will be able to rebuild your home on solid ground with mighty foundations and a view that is so magnificent that it will take your breath away each new morn. Kali, the goddess of destruction, is the Black Madonna, and the Black Madonna are here with you now. Lay it all on their altar. They can hold it all. What are you clinging to for fear of nothing coming to take its place? This is very helpful. Let's see. That moment when they say you're in the thick of it, it can feel like a personal attack from the universe. So when we're in a place in life where we feel like we've been pushing, we've been going, nothing has come to fruition yet. And then you're like, why are all these things happening to me? Like maybe if you're in your own business, things aren't working out, or use that in any other context where you've just been pushing and grinding and things haven't really manifested yet. And then also at the same time that's going on, a lot of other things are falling away. It can feel like a death in some ways. It could be a friend, lover, family, different situations that you're having to let go of or move on from. And I think that can be very challenging in the moment to think that it's happening to us. But then to really look at this card as those things are meant to crumble away and meant to fall away because they're serving our highest. Some people, places, and things are only with us for short periods of time. So reason, season, whatever that may be. So we will read the Blue Flame, Spontaneous Awakening, Activation, and Integration Time. Again, if you want to look back at the last video, we pulled the Blue Flame. This is a card of awakening and energetic upgrades. Perhaps you're going through a period of spontaneous awakening, receiving visions and having experiences that are out of the ordinary. And last time in the card reading, I also talked about our dreams and how during this time period, when things are crumbling and when our life is in so much change, pay attention to your dreams and the messages that they're telling you. In the West, little is known about the process of spontaneous awakening, and it can feel very scary when we're going through it alone. Elsewhere, they can be seen as auspicious experiences, with those going through them being treated with tender care. Wouldn't that be nice if we all just like could go into our little tents and go through all of our awakening in a really profound way? The blue beings are thought to be activating beings with great potential for healing and upgrading our cellular structures. They appear in moments of extreme awakening, activating a physical Kundalini awakening and deep cellular and DNA healing. Many people glamorize the awakening process. However, in reality, it's much messier and more difficult than most of us believe. We must first let go of what we think we know for sure and how we make sense of the world, which relates to the crumbling. So, like, what are the things that we're still holding on to? Asking yourself right now, what friends, relationships, things that you tell yourself that you're holding on to that's keeping you from your next steps. So we must first let go of the things that don't make sense. This isn't easy. The awakening process, even when it's spontaneous, takes a considerable amount of time to integrate, and awakening without integration can leave us feeling very ungrounded. If you're in the midst of an awakening, the process never ends. Treat this time as deeply sacred and give yourself ample space to ground and integrate the extreme changes you're going through. So if you are going through any changes right now, and we're also getting to what seems like the next step, the next finish line, it's also important to ground and take tender care of ourselves, because whether we've just gone through, this crumbling, this letting go of things that no longer serve us, that can be really challenging. It can be a big change. So just giving yourself the time and space to integrate that into your system, moving forward, having a vision rather than just jumping into things. And knowing that, the growth and the awakening process doesn't happen overnight. It is a process. But just to know that, like, this 9 of hearts that we pulled, we're closer to that finish line than we think. I think that change makes us really uncomfortable, but change is growth, and change is inevitable. So it's all in how we move through the change that determines the outcome. So we don't want to turn to any vices and things that would distract us from feeling or healing through any of the crumbling that we're letting go of. We want to take the time, go within, integrate those things into our nervous system, and move forward and just hold this new space for ourselves as we're coming to completion of this cycle. Thank you all for being here. I hope that you found this message helpful. Like I said, if you want to check out the previous video where we also pulled this card and give a little bit more context as to what's going on as well, please like and subscribe to this video if you found it helpful and you enjoyed it. Take care. Be well. Thanks for being here.